Hello everyone. Exciting news. We just bought a sailboat and we are actually going to go see it with the kids and my nephew. So stay tuned. There it is, 1985 Tanzer, 27 feet. She's been sitting in the boatyard for the last 2 years. She hasn't sailed for one. She was on the water 2 years ago, but the previous owner kind of let her go this year because she got water in during the winter, and basically this thing is covered in mold on the interior, and that's why we got a good deal on her. She is missing a mainsail, but other than that, she is a good boat, nice and reliable boat. We are gonna be moving her to my own, but to do so we have to take everything out of the deck, and so is the mast that has to be come off, and to do so we have to move it in the parking lot of the boat yard so we can actually work on it. Because winter is so long in Quebec, I've decided to take on this project. I'm gonna be taking everything off the boat, all the woods and everything, and remake it all nice and new. Most of it is in good condition, which means it's only going to be static repairs. There's a little fiberglass work that has to be done on the top deck, but other than that, she is in a good shape. Here is the interior of our boat. It's in a rough shape, but it's going to be a good boat once we're done with it. It's a Tanzer, 27 feet. They're known to be reliable, well built. Well, they were well built because they no longer are made, but we got a fridge, sink, storage here. She had last winter a leak, not a leak, but there was water accumulation in it, and the old owner did not clean her up, left her to mold up. As you can see, there's mold everywhere, which is fine. We're gonna clean it all up so it's nice and clean and no longer moldy. So lots of washing. Here's a sink, bathroom. We don't have a shower, but we have a toilet, which is quite disgusting, but it'll be fine once we're done with it. She needs some loving, that's for sure, but she's a project, so we wanted a project and we got one. We have an alcohol burner stove, came with it, and the cushions, everything was not in the boat all winter, so she's in a good shape. The engine, one of the main reasons why I got this boat is the engine is in good shape. Let me show you. The engine is cleaned. It's a diesel 13 horsepower Yanmar engine, and yeah, inboard was running. The alternator is brand new on it, but I'm gonna go over all the entire thing before I go on the water to make sure it's nice and safe. The boat has been sitting on blocks for the last 2 years, so I had to lift the crib up and fill the tires with air and making sure that the tires were safe Some of them looks pretty sketchy, but they hold it air, and now it's been 2 weeks since that happened, and they're still filled with air. I know I'm gonna have to modify that crib to be able to drive my boat back and forth to the water. Obviously, this thing is sketchy, and I'm gonna have to eventually work on that crib to make it, work better for my purposes. Also, we've noticed that in the chain locker there was a wasp nest, and I had to take care of business by using some, insecticide to kill the wasp, to making sure my kids were not gonna get stung by them while this thing is getting moved. Because the crib is not roadworthy, I have no choice then to use a company that's gonna put my crib on top of a platform to be able to drive this thing to my home. Also, to do so, I have to take the mast off, and I have to take all the top deck riggings to do so. Week. Unfortunately, wind was way too strong for me to do it, and also we decided to rent a platform for me to lift it off, and not using an A-frame system. Just because the rigging looked so sketchy, it did not look safe for me to do it, and I didn't want to drop my mast to the ground. Follow us for next week's episode where we're taking the mast down and hopefully try taking the boat home. If you did enjoy this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel where we're gonna start learning how boats are working. I have no experience in it, but I'm a quick learner, and hopefully we get some help from you guys. Also, we're looking for a boat name. Get us some suggestion.